What's up there guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Derail Valley. So a couple of episodes ago we set off with a large consist from harbour. In the last episode we passed through Forest South where we dropped off the first part of our order, and we've got a load more to go. The next drop off is here in Steel Mill, but we needed to pick up some fuel. So we've done that, we've had a little pit stop, we've refueled, we're ready to go. So please do grab yourself a drink. Let's hit the rails. Right then guys, so I hope you've got a little drink with you now. We can have a little pit stop together, which following the loco pit stop, we're ready to actually hit the rails now. So let's pull forward because the next step is getting the steel, or the scrap metal dropped off here. So we're going to do that by releasing the brakes to start off with, and we'll get going forward basically. So yeah, we're just going to bear in mind as well that our next stop, the goods factory, we're going to be using the DE2. So what I'm going to do is just switch that switch. We're not going to reach goods factory with our train here. Get a decent amount down the track. But we are obviously here at Steel Mill, and although this started off as 76 cars, this consist, which was the longest that we've ever pulled on this channel, we are starting to drop off cars. So our first drop off was an 8-car drop off at Forest South, so we are working our way through it. This next drop off is a 7-car drop off, so yeah. You can see that the front loco actually making its way up the track there, so we can see where it is on this map, overhead map. So yeah, what we need is the steel cars to be in here into this lane, which thankfully was free as well when we came here, so that's brilliant. But we've got a long way to go yet. We've got a decent amount of cars on hand here. We've got some spent nuclear fuel here. Empty tankers coming next. So we ordered the components, the orders that we put together. We put them into reverse order in terms of our drop off. So the correct order for drop off from the rear of the train upwards. So we've got steel next, and then these 6 are going to goods factory. These tankers are going to oil well north. So yeah, exciting time. So here comes our steel now. Right, so I'm going to pull the train to a stop here. Hopefully. If anything's ever going to stop. There we go at last. Wow. I don't know whether that's going to be classed as being in that siding still. I think it is. It's there. Right. Let's we'll disconnect here. Put on a parking brake, and we're going to run the DE2 round. So what I'll do is just disconnect here just to make sure I don't forget. There we go. Right, let's get ourselves to the station office, get this job validated, get paid. So there we go. No time bonus, unfortunately. We have spent a lot of time faffing around, but it's money in the bank, seeing as we had basically nothing left after we refueled. Right, next up then, DE2 baby is coming backwards. And what we'll do as well, we'll pull the rest of our consist forward using this remote, because you didn't get it quite far enough forward there. Can't quite see where those other cars went, but I think they're on the main line now. Hopefully pulled far enough forward. Looks like they are. Oh yeah, there they are. Alright, good. Okay then, on we go. Oh my days, come on. Oh, days, man. What has happened there? So difficult to see in the dark, like. Right, what we have to consider here is that, okay, firstly it's dark, which doesn't really help anything. Secondly, we've got two drop-offs here, one at Goods Factory and one at Oil Well North. Okay, so the Goods Factory one is at D5I, which is round the other side of Goods Factory, which doesn't really help anything, and Oil Well North is there. So, a couple of things to consider, really. With D being round here, we could run the cars round with the DE2, round to D, no problem. Oil Well North, C, which I don't think we'd be able to go all the way around because I think our train's too long, so we're going to have to, again, I think, get the DE2 into action in order to snatch the cars off the back. So I think it's going to be a case of breaking the train. So this is all time consuming. So I did say in the previous video and the video before that, I'm not concerned with time bonuses on this run. I'm not going to stress out about are we hitting you know, the respective time limits, etc. What I'm going to do is focus on getting it right. So in this instance, I've set the switch to pass goods factory, because what I'm going to do is get the train mainly passed apart from the end part, and then I'm going to push with the DE2 into goods factory to go into D yard and then come back, connect up. We'll then move on to Oil Well North, where we'll do the same thing. So both of these switches are set to go past, which is absolutely fine. So we're now approaching the switch here. So we're about to jump off. Allow our train to do braking via the remote. There's the military stuff. We'll be able to tell when we're getting close because we'll see the tankers. Yeah, we're not quite there. This is food factory in town. Stuff coming past now. It just shows you how long this train is. Wow. I don't know why I thought it would be a good idea to do everything in one video. I think that's pretty wild. I don't know how many hours that would have took. Here we go, then spent nuclear fuel now, which is going up to military base, so that's going to be after Oil Well North. And here's our tankers for Oil Well North. So once these have gone past, we'll look to detach so that we can get the goods factory in town order into place. I just rolled a bit too far there. It's alright, because it needs to go forward anyway. It's the heavier part. It needs to go forward a little bit more so that we can pass, so it's not the end of the world. So I would go and switch those locos off, but it's dark. I don't want to get lost. I will switch to this remote though. Remote this loco in. Come on, DE2. Right, goods factory in town. So we are heading in up this way. So what I want to do is follow this round. Come down here into D. We're then looking at D5I. Which is there, and hopefully it doesn't have anything in it. Glad we've got those extra headlights on there. Just does make it a bit easier, but it's not perfect, not ideal, but better than without them. Let's put it that way. A little D2 on full throttle here, doing all the work. Yeah, I don't know whether I regret taking these little ones, these goods factory / Oil Well North ones, but it's makes it a bit more interesting than just a straight run, right? Even though we're driving in the dark now. But anyway, we're nearly at goods factory now. Yeah, here we are. Let's back off the power a little bit here. But yeah, we're gonna keep it going because we're going basically through here, straight through this yard, round the top end of the town, and then back into the D yard where we'll then drop these guys, head back out, straight back out onto the back onto the track to get back to our main job. Hold on. Oh, that's fine. Alright, so here we go. Visibility is absolutely dreadful. Be interesting to see if there's anything in these lanes or not. Assuming I've set all this stuff right. So there we go, 5i. It doesn't actually have anything in it. Or at least doesn't at this first stage, so that's good. And we have got to go. Just like that. We're on our way. Right, what I'm going to do. 2 DE2s. Just imagine coming in, you need something powerful and there's 2 DE2s there. I know it's random, but it's still... That would be madness. Right, okay, let's see if we can find the station office and we'll... Let's make sure we're not going too fast while we get paid. So there we go. Yeah, we didn't get a time bonus, which we know we're struggling for time, but we did get paid at least. We're up to 35,000. Right, we'll just wait for the loco to come round and then we'll hop back on. So I'll have a cup of coffee in here while we're waiting for that. A couple of things going to City South. That never happens. Wow. Food factory. Everything's pretty low paid though. It's one of the starting areas, this, isn't it? So yeah. Whoops. Oh no, I don't want those. Yep. Don't want those. Accidental. Here we are. There she is, just how we left her, so fantastic. You know, I hate when that happens, man. Why wouldn't he let us throw the switch? Right, so there's our turn off. So we're not a million miles away from it, are we? In terms of our next stop. Put both of those on to release them because for the benefit of the DE2. I'm just going to check our routing from here because we want to be heading that way. So if we're heading in that way, we're going to let the DE2 pull the military base order in there after this. But for now, we need to make a plan to drop off this order. So let's see where we're at with this. So I can't quite remember what's... it's the military base stuff, isn't it? So as soon as we start seeing that here, so that's food factory. This is military base. We're going to overshoot it again. The brakes are just not happening, are they? Ah, there we go. It was a bit better that time. Pull those out the way. Here we go, there's nothing in here, so that's awesome. Right, let's get paid. There we go. Again, we're up to 57,000 now, so we're definitely stacking chips. It's 5 AM. Let's get back to our let's get back to our main train. again. Doesn't want to let us use that. Not too sure why. Oh, there we go. It's worked now. Alright, awesome. Alright guys, so one thing for us to consider here is that this little bunch is the only thing that's going up to military. 609 tons. Now can the DE2 handle it on her own? Because if she can, again, what we could do is break the train, have the DE2 go up to military, and have the rest of the train wait here to go on to Food Factory and Iron Mine West, etc. So it's something to think about, I think. It might not be ideal because the DE2 may struggle on her own, but that's certainly something for next episode. So although this was going to be a very long section of video in its original conception, then in this instance we're now going to break it up because it's taking far too long. I mean, currently we are now a decent amount of time into this episode being, you know, at least half an hour, maybe 40 minutes, I think. So yeah guys, it's been a trip so far and it's been very enjoyable, but I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do hit the like button. Obviously, if you want to see more videos like this, please do subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell for up and coming videos. And also guys, yeah, just take care of yourselves guys. Hit me up in the comment section if you want to chat, and I'll catch you guys again soon.